Now, obviously, we can't see tension.
No.
You can feel it, okay? Yep. What we can see, though, is a swing that looks tense, okay? I think part of the reasons we agreed at the start, you were losing grip pressure as you got to the top of the backswing here, so you just squeezed on with it. Like, please don't let go, okay? Grip pressure needs to be secure but loose, okay? If we're squeezing down with those thumbs to try and hold the golf club, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Now, in terms of length of backswing, in both these cases, very, very good, okay? Nice full backswing. The looser one on the right-hand side, maybe a little bit further there, about the same to be fair, a little bit further, but pretty much a good position. Like I said, I'm very pleased and impressed at how far you could hit the golf club back with the wrist being what it was. And like I said, if anyone saw that position and someone's like, okay, this golfer's got a broken bone somewhere, identify it, they couldn't tell me unless they'd be lying if they didn't say it was a guess, okay? But when we come into the golf ball, what we'll try to do now is get the sensation that the arms are kind of from here, just falling and dropping. Anytime we keep our head down and we pull the arms through, it all gets a bit sort of very close to the body, very sort of shruggy and quite cramped in terms of the movement, not much sort of width in that swing, and more often than not, as a result of that sort of impact position, we're going to top the golf ball. As you'll see in this case, now we set the golf ball, same good back as we said, but then so let's pull, left arm and shoulder sort of twisting and lifting up because the eyes and the head are keeping down, and we just see the ball now whizzing across the ground there because your low point of the swing, a bit too high, when we top it. And the swing now through the golf ball, very, very narrow, very, very cramped, and quite short in terms of the range of motion compared to really how long your backswing is. Now this one, tension free, arms can just drop. So the arms are dropping there now. Lovely strike of the golf ball. Look how much more width through the golf ball you've got here. Look at how far, if I zoom in.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
Now, that's a bit of a shad. Yeah, that's like you're lifting a heavy weight.
Yeah.
That's where like I'm trying to swing a golf club with some speed. And I suppose if we're clutching at straws, you're probably looking a bit further to target on this one here as you go through, and then a nice sort of full movement through. I think that keeping your head down is always something that's going to stay with you for quite a while.
Yeah,
you'll probably do it less when you're playing better, as a bad shots come in every now and then, which they will do. We're human, we make mistakes. The head will probably start staying down longer. But as long as you can just keep having that sort of that voice in your head saying, okay, when I hit a bad shot, it's not because I didn't see the ball, it's not because I peeked too early, it's not because I looked up or lifted my head. It's just a miss hit. More often than not, the miss hit came from the fact you're probably too tense. Now, tension can come from a lot of reasons, or I would say limited range of motion can come from a lot of reasons. Tension being one of them, not warmed up being another one, fatigue being another one on a golf course, people watching us making us feel a bit nervous, okay, a difficult golf shot, first tee, a good scorecard coming down the last 4 or 5 holes and it's got a good score and anxiety and pressure again. All these things can restrict the range of motion. Now, if your range of motion in an environment I would regard as fairly relaxed and chilled, there's no pressure on this shot now. No. This environment's fairly relaxed, there's no one sort of watching or sort of putting, I mean, I'm watching of himself, but they haven't got an audience, you haven't got people sort of walking back and forth. It's as relaxed and calm as we're going to get a golf swing, okay? So if we're tight and narrow and cramped here when we are in sort of the most ideal environment in terms of swinging the golf club, I can bet my bottom dollar when you get on the golf course and any one of those 10 things we mentioned about the anxiety, the tension, the pressure, people watching, these sort of things, that's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And then your golf's going to be incrementally worse because of that and stuff. So we can loosen things up, grip pressure in the thumbs especially, and then a feeling that the arms are just dropping. If you're making a few swings on the golf course where you just keep missing the ground, okay, do that drill we said where you sort of swing to the top of the backswing here and just let the arms just drop so the club hits the ground somewhere back here, and the club doesn't go beyond really these sort of lines there. If the club's swinging up here somewhere, you're gripping it too tight. We literally want the club just to almost just like I'm letting go of it, okay? Just to drop so the arms start falling down to that sort of hitting position, and then we switch through. But when we're looking for power, we start trying to pull it, and we can feel the arms getting tighter to try to hit the ball hard. We're not trying to hit the ball hard, we're trying to swing the club with speed. Now to create speed, loose grip, soft hands, no tension, all these things are going to help that and allow the body to move as it wants to move. Head, shoulders, knees, feet, they're all going to move. Yeah. If we try and stay down or keep our head down and stop moving things, the golf club's going to go somewhere. You can't stop that.
No.
Okay? But the body's restricted and not going anywhere, it's all a bit of a mess, okay? Does that kind of make sense?
It does. It does make a lot of sense.
Excellent. Any questions really on what we've been through in terms of today or what sort of thing?
No. really given me something to work
Good.
on there.
A couple of drills. For me, the simplest drill will be that one we said was just the right hand. Just make some swings. Almost imagine you've got a tennis racket. I mean, if you've got a tennis racket at home, great. Just go up against the wall somewhere and just start making some swings with that racket and just sort of see what you get with it. And so that kind of feeling of how the arm's going to swing under the shoulders rather than sort of this sort of lunge over the top or a big pull and a hit there. Just sort of a back and through. Okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff.